Ladies and gentlemen, Miles Bridges, we all know he's coming back from some circumstances, but he came into defense of his young teammates, and I thought this was definitely honorable. He stated that our young guys gonna be just fine. That's what the tweet stated, ladies and gentlemen. This is something truly, special in my opinion. You have Miles Bridges obviously speaking as a leader of the basketball team. Obviously, we know that LaMelo Ball is also one of the leaders of the basketball team. This is something that I really liked about Miles Bridges because he alleviates the heat off of LaMelo on the floor and off the floor. He's going to also hold guys accountable as well as LaMelo Ball and be one of one. Listen, the young guys are going to be just fine. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. It's just trials and tribulations, man. Just keeping it all the way 100 with you. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV if you rocking with Miles Bridges, if you rocking with the Charlotte Hornets, and if you rocking with LaMelo Ball and B1, the one of one. Now listen, we all know that Brandon Miller, he just went through obviously a lot of stuff, and he's coming off things off the floor as well. We ain't got to get all into that. But there's a lot of things that could possibly affect his mental. And he's still going out there performing as a professional. And you see the Charlotte Hornets in the Summer League starting to take the next step, starting to take the strides, even though they're losing. They just came off of a defeat, 97-93. Let's see what happens, in their next basketball game. But, it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's see if the other guys also could be just fine. Also, you got the guys like Book Knight. I want to see, is he going to be all right? I love what Miles Bridges is doing, and I think that when he gets back with them, I think he's going to get these guys fully acclimated into what the Charlotte Hornets is truly all about, along with LaMelo. And the Hornets are poised to shock a lot of people this season. Miles Bridges is ready to erupt. He was in all-star form the last time we seen him. Now, every time we've seen Miles Bridges throughout these horrible circumstances that he had to endure, that he always was on the floor. You understand? He always was balling. He always was taking the next steps as a player individually so he could help the Charlotte Hornets take the next step like he was trying to do prior to his absence. The Charlotte Hornets suffered in his absence. Obviously, Melo went through a lot of issues with the injuries and things of that nature, but it was just a lot of wear and tear on LaMelo Ball. Melo was holding it down. Me personally, I feel like the way the Hornets was fighting, if LaMelo Ball was fully healthy throughout the full duration of the season, the Hornets could have snuck in the postseason, definitely playing. Now, with the addition of Miles Bridges, this changes everything. Now you have your co-star. A guy like Miller, okay, he's going to be coming in with pressure. He's going to be coming in with hype. But Miles is letting it be known, listen, just get behind us. We got you. So he's coming to a team, I would say, unlike some of these other teams, some of these other players, as you can see, Wembanyama, everybody just think it's just going to be smooth sailing. That's not, I don't know about that. The West is a beast, you understand? So night in and night out, guys are going to be going at him. How's he going to be able to go forward with that? Last time I checked, they don't have another go-to guy on that team. They got a nice collection of talent, young veterans, things of that nature, but they don't have no, listen, give us something. Maybe Vassell, but I don't think so. They have guys that can grow into that. They don't really have it like that. Look at what's going on with Scoot Henderson. We obviously, there's no way that my man, Damian Lillard could end up in training camp. They're gonna have to let that thing go. You understand? Because there's no way you could have this circus going on around your new young talent. You got Murray out there. You got a lot of pieces that you need to try to protect. How's he going to look out there? You got Shaedon Sharpe, but now your Shaedon Sharpe don't have Damian Lillard to fall back on. they're gonna have to do it themselves. Yes, they're gonna be okay, but they don't have really no guy, maybe Grant, but Grant, I mean, he's not on the level of Melo or even Miles Bridges. He's a good player, but I wouldn't put him over Miles, and I expect Miles to want money like that. You understand, especially that's how the market is dictating it. That's official. That's a hot take right there. Miles Bridges could see that money that Grant just got. We'll get into that later. But Miles has been very active. He's put out several tweets. He's blessed to be back with the squad. Let's make some noise. That was one of them. And obviously, a few hours ago, he put out our young guys gonna be just fine. So he's alleviating pressure. He's trying to get these guys to slow down, just breathe. Everything is going to be okay. It's not going to be doom and gloom. And it's also it's not even preseason. This is the summer league, y'all. Now for these young players, the summer league is iconic. You got people flying in and out. Obviously they're making these games bigger than what they are. It's almost feeling like a playoff game down there, like they in some kind of real tournament type of stuff. That's the feel. The way you got people coming in and out, and you see what's going on with the Spurs and Popovich. They ain't getting no parts of that. We just gonna pull our guy out. We ain't gotta have him running and doing all this, that, and the third. We gonna have him healthy to start the season. He played 2 games and that's it. But he had probably, really the most risk for injury. I could see something like that happening before, something like that happening to some of these guards and forwards. But Brandon Miller, Nick Smith Jr., obviously Kai Jones, James Bouknight, Amari Bailey, Bryce McGowens. Who was he really speaking about? I mean, was he speaking about Miller and Smith? Because they definitely impressed, Nick Smith Jr., we documented that. He had an unbelievable shooting percentage. He shot 13 of 20, 4 of 5 from 3. He put up 33 points. I mean, that was spectacular. 3 assists. He's got to grow into that. He rebounded for his size. Same thing with Brandon Miller. 26 points. I mean, he was good. 8 of 15 from the field. These things are going to be conducive to winning once they get with Miles. Miles Bridges is ready to attack. He's ready to put the league on notice. He's ready to get those coins that, got left hanging. And I believe that Miles Bridges is going to be one of the key catalysts to taking the Charlotte Hornets to the promised land. Now, Steve Clifford, he's going to have to step his game up. Everybody's going to have to come on one accord. Everybody's got to bring that same fight they brought last season now with the addition of some talent. The guys that's coming back like Miles, he's going to be seeing a whole new squad himself. And he's going to be able to, Miles does it all, man. He was just improving as well prior to all of this happening. So I can't wait till we see what Miles Bridges does with LaMelo. Obviously, we've seen that Airbnb is back in effect. But what is he going to look like now with Nick Smith? How's Brandon Miller going to play off of him? McGowens. We're going to find all of this out. It's Flight Sports TV. Listen, you heard what Miles Bridges just tweeted. Listen, our young guy's going to be just fine. Just slow down and relax. It's Flight Sports.